Hi, everybody. I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based here in Arlington, Virginia, which is right outside of Washington, D.C. But no matter where in the U.S. you are located, we can help you with your immigration case. So feel free to reach out to us if we can help you with your immigration case. But I'm here today to be able to answer your questions, to answer those kind of sticky questions. If you're working on an application, if you're wondering something about your immigration status or what you might qualify for, let me know here and I'll be happy to answer your questions for you best as I can. Just so you know, everything that I'm talking about here is just general advice, not legal advice. And that's because I don't know the background of your case. I don't know all the details really that I need to know, but I can answer generally. If you want to get more advice, if you want to get confidential information, confidential legal advice from us, I would recommend calling our firm for a consultation. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, that's 703-348-1663. We help clients no matter where in the US they're located. One of the most common questions I get, one of the absolute most common questions I get on these lives is, can you help me if I'm located in California? Can you help me if I'm located in Chicago, in Massachusetts? Yes, we have clients all over the country, all over the country. We come to you for the interview. So we come to you and we represent you at the interview. If there is one in your case, many cases don't have an interview. So call us, and if you'd like to work with us, I'd be happy to help you no matter where in the US you are located. Sometimes people are sponsoring family or others from abroad, and I'm happy to help you with that as well. All right, the best way to reach us, the best way to get started with us is to call us for a consultation at 703-348-1663. So while you're here, tell me where you're from. If you're joining me for the first time, say hello, drop a line. I'll give you a shout out, but also if you have questions, this is where you can put it into the chat. And there are a few that I have to answer already, so I'll go ahead and get started with that. If you don't already like us on Facebook, make sure you like us on Facebook. We're at Agarwal Immigration. On TikTok, also at Agarwal Immigration. Follow us on TikTok, like us on Facebook, and you'll be notified every time I go live. Okay? All right, so one of the questions that I wanted to start off with today is about VAWA. So what is VAWA, if you're wondering? It is a green card application for people that are victims of abuse. So the most common VAWA case type that we see is of people that are married to U.S. citizens or green card holders, and they're victims of abuse in their marriage. And that many times is emotional, psychological, verbal abuse, not all the time physical abuse. Sometimes that's also there, but not necessary for VAWA. Okay? So in terms of VAWA, one of the questions we see is, do I have to testify about the abuse in my marriage, right? Do I have to testify about the abuse in my marriage? So the answer to that is no, right? If you're applying for VAWA through USCIS, which is most of the cases that we do, if you have never been in immigration court, right, you can apply through USCIS. We send in the application affirmatively. So basically, we're asking for a green card. You can do it alone without the help of your spouse, which is a huge benefit to VAWA because most of the time, all of the time, the people that apply are victims of some kind of abuse. They don't have a happy marriage with their spouse. So you apply for this green card on your own without the help of your spouse. And the decision is made on written materials. The decision is made just on the written materials that you submit. So it's very important to have a thorough, detailed application. And that's where we come in and we help you with that. So we get information from you and we help make sure that your package is as strong as possible. Okay, so that is a VAWA application. If you do qualify, you get a green card in about 2 to 2.5 years. And you will also receive work permit much sooner than that, usually between 6 and 8 months, and you will have travel authorization. So if you've been here in the US for a long time and you want to go home and visit family and come back, you might be able to do that with a VAWA application too. So the people that qualify, to know whether you qualify, it's people that are married to US citizens or green card holders. Their marriage is not happy, there's potential abuse in their marriage, and you might not consider it abuse as I'm talking to you, as many of our clients don't actually realize that some of the things that are happening might qualify as abuse. We can certainly schedule a consultation. I'd be happy to chat with you about that. Give us a call at 703-348-1663. Again, that's 703-348-1663. Hi, Eleanor. Nice to see you. Great. So that's our first question of the day. And I see some folks here. Hi, Lucky. Nice to see you. Hi, Pinky. Hi, Lavanda. Hi, Montu. Montu is asking, how long will it take to get a work permit from a U visa? So we're seeing about 8 months. We're seeing about 8 months from the time that you apply. So you should be getting it, Montu, in a couple of months. So the good thing about U visas is if you qualify, let me back up. The U visa is complicated, right? So for some people that aren't familiar with U visas, a U visa is for a victim of a crime. So if you are a victim of a crime, you cooperate with the police. Generally, this is a typical application. Others might qualify as well. But if you cooperate with the police and they certify that you are helping them, then you would qualify for what's called a U visa. Okay, so then you would qualify for what's called a U visa. A U visa can lead to a green card. It can be a pathway to a green card. So if you know people that are victims of crimes, I would say, make sure they report it to the police. Even if they're undocumented, they're not going to get in trouble, right? They can report it to the police, and that working with the police, reporting a crime can help them to get a U visa, which can lead to a green card for their family members as well. So it's a pathway. And it's also it's created so you don't get scared of reporting crimes to the police when you're undocumented. It's to encourage people who are undocumented from making sure that they can avail themselves of the law, of the help that's available to them. All right. Anyway, I'm going to this question here. So U visa has two different parts. So the first part is certification. So once you comply with the police, that I guess agency, it could be the Department of Labor, it could be the police. Let's assume it's the police. That police office will certify that you helped them with the investigation. So that's something that they do. That's the first step in a U visa. You take that certification and then you apply for a full U visa application. All right, when you do that full U visa application, you can also apply for a work authorization, which is exciting and new. So that can take about 6 months. That's what Mantu is talking about. So if you started off, you don't yet have certification, it might take a while to get certification. But if you've applied for that work authorization along with your U visa application, it shouldn't take too long, just probably a couple more months, Mantu. Hang on. Call us if we can help you, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. If you're joining me just now for the first time, say hello. This is an opportunity for you to ask questions, for you to be able to ask those really complicated immigration questions. Type it into the chat, and I will do my best to answer you. Just know that if you want confidential consultation, confidential legal advice from me, you should call the office to schedule a consultation, and then I can go through your full criminal history. Hi, Kemi. Hi, Priya. Hi, Pinky. Thank you all for joining. Say hello, ask your questions. I'm going to do my best to answer them for you right now. If you've never joined me before, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney, and I help clients no matter where in the U.S. they are located. Okay? I can help you no matter where in the U.S. you are located. All right, great. Someone else says hi. Hi, Kendra. Hi, Adwo. Nice to see you all. Great. So Manju is asking, I got a work permit. After that, can I get a green card? It takes 3 years. You have to be on it for 3 years before you can apply for a green card. So if you got the work permit, that doesn't necessarily mean that the U visa is approved. Just know that the U visa takes a really long time to get approved. So just a heads up, it's, there's a cap on U visas on how many are issued each year. So it could take a little bit of time for you to get a U visa because of this wait list. And then once you get that, then you are on it for 3 years before you're eligible to apply for a green card. So a U visa green card can take a long time, but it's totally worth it, because if you're not in status, eventually you can get a green card. Eventually you can, even after that, you can get citizenship. And then, that's the goal, right? That's the goal for all of us here in the US. Sonal says, where are you? I am in Arlington, Virginia. I'm in my office in Arlington, Virginia, which is right outside of Washington, D.C. No matter where in the U.S. you are, we can help you with your immigration case. And that's because immigration is considered a federal practice, and we can help you no matter where in the U.S. you are located. Okay, so call us if we can help you with a consultation. The first step is to schedule a consultation with us, no matter where you are. It's pretty easy to do. You can do it by Zoom, which is going to be kind of like this, and we can talk to each other like this, and I can share documents with you as well. And some of our clients prefer to do it by phone, and we're happy to accommodate that also. And more these days, we're getting in-person consultations. So if you want to come all the way out here to Arlington, Virginia, if you're not local, then I'm happy to help you. Okay, you can, to get the process started, it's 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right, so Arnold's question is, I'm married to a U.S. citizen, and she doesn't want to file for me. I'm cooking and cleaning the house now, and I started a job last week. I have a tax ID. I'm paying tax. How can I help myself? So Arnold, I'm sorry to hear that you're pretty much doing a lot around your house, that you're married to a U.S. citizen. So that is helpful. Give us a call for a consultation. We can do a screening for you, and we can let you know if you qualify for a self-petition. It sounds like you might qualify for a self-petition. If you do qualify, what you would get is work authorization in about 6 to 8 months. That comes with a social security number. You would get travel authorization, and you might be able to leave the country, go back and visit home. And then in about 2 to 2.5 years, you can apply for a green card. Just so you know, this is all done without the help of your spouse. So this is all done confidentially. Your spouse's signature is not required. Your spouse's approval is not required. You can do this completely on your own without the help of your spouse. So give us a call if we can help you. That's 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. You should share this with people that might be in this situation, right? That they're married to green card holders or married to U.S. citizens that are having challenges in their marriage. Their spouse won't help them with a green card, or they're being manipulated by their spouse based on potentially filing for a green card. If you know people in this situation, I would suggest sharing this with them, sharing our page with them, encouraging them to like us and follow us, because we handle so many of these cases, and I literally talk about this almost every single day. So if they just want to learn more about the process that's available to them, or if they want to find out if they're eligible for a green card, I would suggest sharing this page with them, following us on Facebook, on TikTok. We're at Agarwal Immigration, and you'll know every time I go live. Okay? Arnold says, I have your number. Thank you. Good, Arnold. I hope that you call. I'd be happy to chat with you about this process. Okay, we're open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time. You can call and leave a message now. We do have a policy of calling back every single missed call, but leave a message to make sure we get you, and hopefully we can touch base and see each other, meet each other by phone or by Zoom, unless you're local, soon. All right, Arnold, I hope that we can chat soon. All right, so I have a few other questions here. Kemi says, can I use a tax ID number to work in the U.S.? The question again is, can I use a tax ID number to work in the U.S.? No, a tax ID number alone is not work authorization, right? So you have to apply for work authorization to be able to legally work in the U.S. Some visas are work visas, so you don't need separate work authorization based on if you have those. For example, an H-1B or an O visa, those are just work visas. So they themselves allow for work authorization. But others, for example, like if you're a student and you're applying to work after you graduate, you apply for work authorization. If you have a pending green card application, you can apply for work authorization. One thing that we do very, very commonly is apply for people that are victims of abuse. They're married to US citizens or green card holders. We submit a green card application for them. They do it on their own without the help of their spouse, and they will qualify for work authorization as well. That comes about 6 to 8 months after we submit the application. Okay. One more question, Arnold says. One more question. I now started working. Are you expensive? I don't know. I can walk you through our pricing information. We do offer payment plans. We do offer a couple different payment options. So we'll walk you through the full thing and all of the costs that are involved during the consultation. So I need to find out what more details about your situation. I don't want you to put everything on here on social media and public for everyone to see. But if you want to do a confidential consultation, I'd be happy to chat with you, and we'd go through all of our options. And I think we are pretty affordable. Okay, we are at 703-348-1663. Rocky says, I got an armed robbery last year, and I called the police, and then the police came. They did their paperwork. Great. So this sounds like it. How long does it take from the police approval? That's great. So if you have police certification, if you have the certification from the police for a U visa, so an armed robbery would most likely qualify for a U visa. We can, if you have certification, we can submit the application. The application does take quite a while, so I'm going to say quite a bit of time, but you can get work authorization within several months, right? So that's the key for most people who are undocumented. So they can apply for and receive work authorization in a few months after applying for a U visa. So if you have already called the police, if you've reported the crime, you may already have certification. Certification may be on its way to you. If you don't, we can definitely help you with that. Give us a call, 703-348-1663. Happy to help you. Again, a U visa is for victims of crime. It is a pathway to a green card. It is a pathway to a green card. It might take a while, but you do get work authorization while you're waiting. And so it's a huge benefit. It can be a green card for you and your family. All right, give us a call if we can help you, 703-348-1663. Pinky says, for applying for a U visa in a robbery case, does there have to be a weapon involved, or can you just apply? We'll have to get more details on that, right? If there is a weapon involved, it's very strong. I think that you would be able to apply if there was violence involved, or we would have to just get the details, right? If somebody, I would assume there was a threat of a crime, threat of violence, if there was an actual violence, so it might be something that would qualify you. Okay, call us for a consultation, 703-348-1663. Wow, thank you so much for all your questions today. There's so many. If you don't already like us on Facebook, make sure you do. We're at Agarwal Immigration, and on TikTok, same, at Agarwal Immigration. Samantha says, I was a witness in a shooting case in 2017, and I testified, and the defendant was sentenced for 10 years. Perfect. This sounds like perfect U visa case, right? Perfect U visa case. What does that get her? That gets her permission to be in the U.S., that gets her work authorization, and that gets her ultimately a green card, and after that, citizenship for her and her family. Give us a call, 703-348-1663. Someone here says, I have a reckless driving ticket. I'm going to apply for my citizenship. Is it going to affect my citizenship? Most likely not. Most likely traffic tickets. We've had people get citizenship with reckless driving tickets. If you don't have many, most likely it won't impact you. But I want to look at the records to confirm that for you. Okay. Someone here is saying, I was married with a green card holder in New York. Can I apply for a VAWA in another state? Yes. So VAWA does not have to be the state that you were married in. Immigration is federal, right? Immigration is based on federal laws, not state laws. So no matter where in the U.S. you are, you would qualify for VAWA. It doesn't matter where the abuse happened, which state the abuse happened. If the abuse happened in the U.S., then you would still qualify for VAWA. And again, VAWA is a green card based on abuse in your marriage. It can be emotional, verbal, psychological abuse. So your spouse is yelling at you, calling you names, your spouse is really controlling. Things like that would be helpful to show abuse. All right, so that is a green card application that's done on your own without the help of your spouse. You would get work authorization, you would get a green card, you would get travel authorization while you're waiting. So it's a huge benefit if you qualify. Give us a call if we can help you with that. 703-348-1663. All right, great. Someone is asking, is there an update on DACA? I don't have any particular update on DACA, okay? Madam Shinadi is asking, how much will I have to make to sponsor my wife in Guyana? So sponsoring your spouse, I would say go look, you can look it up. This is posted online. So it depends on the size of your household. How many kids do you have? Who else is living with you? Who else are you supporting? That's how you decide how much you will have to make. Okay, I don't know it offhand right now. It's usually in the low 20,000s per year. I don't know it for sure right now off the top of my head, but we can check it for you. All right. Another person here is asking, my reckless driving ticket is not guilty. How will it affect my citizenship? Right? How will a reckless driving ticket affect U.S. citizenship? If you're found not guilty, that crime is not going to impact your immigration applications, no matter what they are. If you're found not guilty, it's not going to impact your immigration applications. All right, but you should have a good explanation for what happened. All right, great. I think we answered most of your questions. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. I will be on again. I look forward to seeing some of you either on Zoom, talking to you by phone for a consultation. Again, our consultation, we just talk through your immigration situation, your immigration goals, give you all of the processes that are involved from start to finish in applying for hopefully your green card or some kind of visa for you. I'd be happy to chat with you more about that. All right, call us is the best way to get started. We do also have a self-schedule link that's available on Facebook. So if you jump on our Facebook page, which is at Agarwal Immigration, if you don't already follow us, you should follow us. Get on our Facebook page. If you see the link, you can schedule a consultation yourself, or you can wait to call our office, 703-348-1663. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you again tomorrow. Okay, bye, everyone. Have a good